have been well trained.
No.
in
You
my
don't have to carry a sword to be powerful.
I won't fail you.
Oh, do not.
I'm not afraid.
There is no try.
Hey guys, we are back now for round 4 of the U.S. Nationals here at the Nova Open. Looks like we are going to be streaming an Aphra with 2 executioners versus Drew. What the one playing that player would be? What's his name? Luke.
We got Luke on the
is
right
gonna be
and
on the right.
Drew on the left.
Yeah, Drew has been on the stream a couple times, but looks like we're going to see this matchup that some of the fans have been asking about.
Yeah,
so.
This is cool. Very interesting to see more executioners with Aphra this time, which is interesting.
Yeah, and she's going to be rocking out 2 dice.
Yeah.
We've been seeing a lot of one dice Aphra, so it's kind of it's going to be kind of different to see some more damage being output there with her.
So what do you think this Aphra executioner deck is doing? He's running Docking Bay. That's interesting. To be honest, I've never. Well, this is new to me. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I think that. Of course, I think you can still see the support package.
I'm sure. Yeah.
You know, you're going to see a lot of that, and I think the executioners. You might going to see some aftermath in here as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's going to be a little bit a mixture of. I wonder what kind of upgrade support that he's going to be using for his executioners and so forth. So that's going to be the fun part to see what we got going on.
We got a bubble shield in Luke's hand. I saw that.
Things are going to get me. Thank you.
All right. Yeah, so it's definitely going to be interesting to see what is going on with this deck and how it's going to be, because that's what I love about this game. You just never know, especially if you sit across a deck that you're not expecting to see, and this might be one of them for Drew.
I know there are several of these decks, the Aphra executioners running around today, so that's good. And as chat's pointing out, you can loop the bubble shields with Docking Bay, so that's pretty cool. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
So they're both 3-0 going into here.
Yep.
So it's going to be you can tell that these decks are performing quite well.
Ooh, two on the battlefield roll and more than 2 for Drew, so he's going to get to choose. Yep. All right, we're playing on Docking Day and Shield and Shield. We've seen that before.
We sure have. So we're going to see what happens. He's going to be playing. Oh, he dropped down BT1. That's always a good turn 1 drop. Get some 0/0 action in there as well.
For free.
Yeah.
0/0. Activate an Aphra. 2 shield and shield.
Shields aren't bad, especially in this matchup with indirect damage going everywhere.
All right, probe in here. He doesn't like you, and an emulate. Ooh, that hurts. That hurts. We got Drew read and emulate. That's we didn't see it in the other.
Yeah.
All right, there's a bubble shield. Okay, so he's definitely knows what's coming. Everybody should. This deck's been everywhere. The Snoke, Aphra, Droid deck. So we got a resource coming out from Aphra. BT1 with the damage, and there's the indirect. Draw a card. Don't forget your triggers, guys. Don't forget your triggers.
Love drawing cards.
Snoking for money.
Yeah.
And there's the shields.
Got to protect his characters.
Yep.
What is that card? Reprogram.
Yep.
Thanks, chat. Sometimes cards played so fast that we were like, okay, let's go move on to something else. I think, Aphra is the hotness. Snoke is great, but I think a lot of people are playing Aphra decks. Snoke's the support character naturally, but Aphra's good.
And there's a droid tank. For those that don't know, Reprogram is a 0 cost yellow neutral event from Way of the Force is choose a droid from your hand and play it, decreasing its cost by 1.
And with Aphra being out there,
Yeah, it's
Free.
the discount stacks goes for BT for free is pretty good. I got the 2 range from droid. These guys are rolling out. All right, there's the 2 from the Executioner. You got 3 damage showing on Luke's side.
what we really want to see is what happens when Drew takes damage on his characters.
Mhm.
What are these tokens going to represent?
So we've got a discard there from the 000.
Well, it looks like Luke is a golf.
Yeah,
Golf
he's a
fan
golf
over
guy.
there?
All right, 3 damage to the battle droid. All right. And he's half health. And again, he's going for kind of what we saw earlier with the
Right.
Snoke Executioners is just get somebody off the board so you can get that trigger from the Executioners.
Right. I mean, with the damage output with the Executioners, with Aphra,
Mhm.
I mean, doing that 6 damage shouldn't be too difficult.
Yeah. Double focus into
Damage for
a
days.
lot of indirect damage. All right, 4 coming at you. He claims to bring back the bubble shield.
That's just
Seems
rude.
good. Seems good.
Like, I just soaked up all your damage, and I'm gonna use it again. And they're both fast decks, so
Yeah.
getting that battlefield is gonna be
Mhm.
really, really good for him.
Mm-hmm. And of course, we know Drew also has bubble shields in his deck, so he can do the exact same thing.
Right. He discarded Climate Disruption Array. And this matchup might be a little bit different.
Yeah, that might not be what you want to see here. Let's say crash landing in Luke's hand. All right, we got blank out from BT, and there's 4th damage on the battle droid. He's coming out. Yeah, Drew's got to know that use that die while he can.
Oh, you can power action get that 3 indirect
Yeah.
damage.
Ooh, a lot of blank.
Not
Dice
rolling
have
hot with
gone
Aphra
a
right
little
now.
cold here for Luke.
Power action.
Yep.
Get some damage.
Yep.
He's not gonna put on the bubble shield. Okay, he
No, he
changed
did,
his
yep.
mind. Okay.
All right. Just ditching the climate array. All right, we got a 2 discard and then 2 indirect coming out. Discard might not be bad here.
So, do each of these decks you think run light mitigation? You'd say maybe 6 cards, 8 cards.
Yeah, I think Drew's probably runs lighter just because you got the more supports. We obviously haven't seen Luke's deck out, and I haven't seen it, around. So this might be something kind of new. Yeah,
BT1
we'll
just
see.
dropped that.
Yep. So Drew's set up here with all the indirect coming out, and having the bubble shield out early is not what Luke wants. Damage. Disrupt from BT1.
Is the trigger on Aphra, is it a May draw card?
Yeah. Oh, there's a relentless pursuit that we saw from Drew.
Yeah.
Now being used against him, and you
He,
get
he
the,
remembers this trick.
Yeah. Didn't get the rolls from the executions that you want though.
Hey, 1 better than 0.
1 is better than 0. It's true. All right, so Luke with the early lead on getting characters off the board. Rolling an Aphra here, and the indirect side, and crash landing it. You wanted the extra card.
Card's good.
Cards are
always
good.
Yeah, you may draw a card,
Yep.
so that's pretty good. Aphra's so good.
All right, coming in with 000. And here comes the droid tank. So similar ideas here, but interesting to see being executed differently.
Yeah, the
No pun
Hellfire. I
intended.
mean, he's got one on. Good one. They both have Hellfires,
Yeah.
so their damage is going to be out there. This is going to be another one of those quick matchups. But He's down a character. Executioner's got a couple damage each.
Drew's rolling hot though.
Yeah, he's
so
got.
he can't pay for both of those
Yep,
sides. He only pay for
exactly.
one of them. I mean, you assume you're going to pay for the 3 over
Yeah,
the 2.
3
but,
you can choose where you want to put it. Yeah.
well, the 2 as well. It's a melee side, but
Right.
yeah, you can only pay for one of them. Ditching by any means to reroll. Resource, gun, and a blank. So that's 4 damage. Staring. Of course, Luke's got to pay for that damage, which
He does have a
he has a
resource,
resource
yeah.
side, but Drew's got the disrupt on BT1. So
Right. It looks like Luke has one to 2 cards left.
Yep.
So if need be, he can put him on that disrupt just to get him to use it, so he doesn't get damaged.
Mm-hmm.
So it's another way to look at it too. Is
Yep.
what do I take?
He's going to deflect the 2 into. Yep. And he still, yeah, see, Chad's right. He can still activate both the executioners, so using those dice is what he wants to do. But now, after Drew deflected down, he can't pay for either of those sides, so we're probably going to be discarding the reroll here.
Right. And he has, 2 cards left.
Yep.
So.
All right, there's the resource. 2 indirect. Here comes Snoke. Well, he can focus. All right, emulate. So he's going to turn. All right, so we got 3 damage staring at you.
How much damage does Aphra have on Drew's side?
I think she's got 2, it looks like. Looks like 2. And of course, after Luke uses those 3 damage worth of executioner dice, he can roll them back in.
Right, because he hasn't
All right,
activated.
looks like he doesn't like you. Yep. Remove that, and what are you going to remove with Drew? Man, it's tough.
Well, he can't pay for any of those things. He does have
It's
one
true.
focus side,
Yep.
so he might want to get rid of the disrupt.
Bringing out the. All right, cool. All right, rolling in the executioner again, and there's a resource. That's not bad. Now you got rid of the disrupt on Snoke, so you can pay for Aphra's side now, which is nice if he wants to go that way. It's a very interesting matchup.
So he's going to focus on some damage sides.
Yep. Resource from
Pay for that
man,
too.
yeah. All right, 3 indirect coming to Luke.
Spread that out a
1.
little bit.
Yep. 2. All right, 1 to each. All right, so got a 3 executioner, 2 executioner, and 5 on Aphra, and gets the resource to pay for the Aphra side, and claim from Drew to play the Pod Racer for free. Not bad. Which of course triggers the Hellfire and deals another damage. All right, 2 to Aphra looks like. Yep. So 5 damage on Aphra. We got 1 or 2 on Snoke. I think it's 1. Yeah, 1 on Snoke. And 3 on the 1 executioner, or both executioners, and then 5 on Aphra on Luke's side. So interesting game here.
Yeah, this is it's getting a lot of upgrades on Drew's side.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, at least his resource tokens are.
Some of them. He's
Beautiful.
got some of the clear ones.
Does he?
Yeah, they're on the executioner and Aphra.
No, I'm talking about Drew's got
Oh,
the
yeah.
resource
Yep.
tokens over here.
All right, so Drew's going first here.
I mean, Luke is doing pretty good over on his side. He's got, minimal damage on each of his characters.
Mm-hmm.
And he's already taken out Droid, and Aphra has been taking some. So this could be, he could probably bum rush and take Aphra out this round.
Oh, not
3 for
if
1.
BT1 keeps rolling like that.
Yeah, no kidding. Reprogram.
Reprogram for 000.
There you go.
And that Hellfire trigger and 1 melee.
Did he do the trigger?
Yep.
Okay.
Mhm.
Put on Snoke? Yeah, looks like it.
Yeah.
And he's got 1 melee showing, so he's just going to keep applying pressure.
Mm-hmm. All right, 3 more Aphra. Aphra's 1 away from dying. Dangerous maneuver, moving that damage around to the executioners.
We're going to do that.
And there's a bubble shield on Drew's side. 3 melee for BT1.
Look at all that damage showing. He's got the resources to pay for it.
He
so
does,
that's the
yeah.
best thing.
We got all the bubble shields out here. It doesn't have lethal though. He can put Aphra to 1 left. Hidden motive on the BT1 die. And comes out. That was a big removal right there for Drew. 2 gun and a discard, which Luke can pay for. So 3 damage at some point. Luke has another Relentless Pursuit in his hand, so if he can get to Aphra a couple more damage, he can crash landing off the bubble shield, takes that off the board. Coming in with the Droid tank. 3 indirects. That Droid tank's been rolling damage like it's his job, which, 50%, more than 50% damage side should be.
So with the trigger with Aphra, that applies to even if the bubble shield gets damage on it? Because he did draw a card, so I just wanted to...
I believe so. All right, let's see where this is going. Three damage coming on Drew, and this is a big decision here.
I mean, you gotta want to keep Aphra alive.
Yeah.
Snoke is at 3 damage.
Right, so there's 1, 2. Oh, redoing it.
3 and
All 3 to Snoke. All right, so Snoke's at 5 health left. Aphra's at 5 health left.
So who do you think you finish off here? Go for Snoke or go for Aphra?
It's a good call. It's a good, interesting. All right, so 2. Let's see where this goes. This might tell us. Snoke, okay.
Yeah.
3, 6, 7, 8. And we know Luke has a Relentless Pursuit in hand, so 1 more damage on Aphra, or on Snoke. Oh, there's a backup muscle. Okay, so he can kill Snoke this round. If he backup muscles, and then, unless... Because Relentless Pursuit and backup muscle ignore shields. So he can kill Snoke here.
This is a good game.
It's a good game,
This
yeah.
is definitely
Very
a
good game.
He hasn't even activated his Executioner, so
Yeah.
he can still, he might want to roll 1 in at least.
Yep, there it is. All right, he's going to kill
Take
Snoke.
him out.
And, of course, those Executioners roll in. 1 melee. And a blank. And now Aphra's on a clock, too.
Yep. If he gets that bubble shield out, he can get it, but it's only going to affect indirect damage.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So
3
can't stop melee.
Yep. So Drew can still roll out the pod racer, and he's got 3 indirect showing on the hailfire. He's gonna Relentless Pursuit right back. So kill takes 1 Executioner off the board. Roll discard to reroll. Discard and a melee.
Yeah, I think right now Luke has he has a lot of damage potential next round too. So Aphra's on borrowed time right now. So I just think.
the other one.
What's that? So.
All right, resolving the hailfire, putting more damage on the executioner. 1 to Aphra.
Aphra's at damage, whatever. When she flips over, she's dead. So we'll go with that.
Yeah.
I mean, he hasn't activated Executioner yet either, too. So I mean, you just is it worth it to try to claim to get that extra?
Yeah.
I mean, the battlefield allows you to take a support, right?
It's support or upgrade from your hand or discard pile.
So the support can get the backup muscle too. If you
Yeah,
need, right?
you could.
So
Two.
It's
There's 2.
Wow.
All right.
And he's gonna discard a card.
Yep.
So it looks like Drew did claim. Got rid of
Gets
a
rid of slave 1. Yep. True claim. So, all right, this is coming down to it here.
Yeah.
Interesting they didn't. Oh, he played the second pod racer. That's what it was.
So, looks like he can just if he plays a climate or disruption array, that could possibly finish this game off quicker.
Possibly.
Backup muscle.
Not.
He's got his.
Yes, Aphra has 4 health left on Drew, and then 3, 6, 7, 8. 2 health left for Luke, and then 2 health left on the executioner. So 4 against 4 here. So whoever deals 4 damage first wins. This is a good game. Very good game.
Yeah, this is definitely. I think right now Luke should finish this game off.
We'll see. Yeah, I mean he's
got a lot of dice he has to roll out.
Yeah.
Decision.
Yep. Droid. All right. Droid half our tank.
Excuse me, I got a cough.
1 and 1. To disrupt on the droid tank. Oh, a bubble shield from Luke. Nice. That's a lifesaver right now.
Dying over here. Don't mind me. Try not to die. You're gonna have to finish this.
Yep. All right, rolling a shield on the droid tank, which, I mean, at this point, that's what you want, but we'll see. Activating BT on Luke's side would not be the worst thing in the world. All right, he's going with Aphra. Resource. Not. Nope. 2 melee. You can't play that card because he didn't have enough resources. He doesn't like you to remove it.
What's Aphra at? She
has 6 damage on her.
He hasn't activated any of his supports yet for Luke.
Nope.
Got to keep those cards above the table. Mr. Luke. Got to keep those cards above the table, Mr. Luke. And the cards are up. And they're still above the table. That's good. That's good stuff. Interesting. So what do you think is going through Luke's head right now?
He's trying to figure out how he can get what's the best way to deal the 4 damage where he doesn't die too. Where he doesn't put himself in a situation where Drew just has to make 1 move and he wins. I mean, he's only got 1 damage left on the executioner, 1 damage left on Aphra. So, oof. No resources though.
Wow. That hurts.
Yeah.
Now,
All right, activating BT1 here. 3 melee.
Takes the damage.
All right, Aphra's at 2.
He's got a 2-for-1 showing.
Does Drew have removal? Drew didn't have any resources to pay for those droid tank sides.
He's got the backup muscle as well showing. So he's definitely got plenty of ways.
He definitely has ways to finish Aphra off here. Yep, good game. All right.
Yeah, definitely. Good
Luke
game.
takes down Drew, and that was a really, really good game. Very good game. He had a Force illusion. He had no money to pay for it, though.
Yeah. Well, guys, yeah, that's the end of the round. Definitely a good matchup. Aphra, and 2 Executioners versus Snoke, Aphra, and the Droid. I think that was a really good matchup.
That was a
overall.
very good match. Yeah, that was really cool.
So, what do you think?
That was a good game.
After this lunch break, we're going to see anything else up there that possibly could be different than what we've seen so far?
No, I think we've seen a lot of good stuff here, and I think this Aphra execution deck is really cool. It's very cool to see something different. And when we'll get back from lunch and see what happens here.
All right, guys. We'll see you after lunch break.
All right.